theme of the event today is the Freshman Experiences in Mechanical Engineering Design competition, and it's basically a race of these vehicles that the students designed. And in designing the vehicles, they use physical principles that they learned about in the course.
I hope it works.
It was going just fine before,
Let's get the box and take it all out.
The students have to learn both the physical principles that make their vehicle work, but they also need to understand how to procure materials, how to build things, how to hot glue, use the drill press, a lot of really practical engineering experiences.
I'm just trying to make sure that my car survives. That's all I can hope for.
We have built a mousetrap and rubber band powered car to go around a slalom course.
This is actually a really tricky project because the students are limited to rubber bands and mousetraps as their sources of power, and because the vehicle not only has to move forward, it also has to turn. It's really challenging, and so the students have to sort of combine the different degrees of freedom of their engineering system and figure out how to make good power transmissions and lower friction and deal with all those practical problems.
Okay, thank you.
And we'll call that 22.
If I win it, I'm gonna shotgun the Red Bull.
We'll get started. So everybody knows there's a race bracket up here. It's kind of small print, but we'll call out the names. Lester will be running.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
Each vehicle has to begin at the start line and then draw a line with pen or paint or whatever they like through a series of gates, basically to go through a slalom course. And so the vehicle crosses the start line, moves forward, and probably starts to curve, and then has to curve around the other direction to pass through another gate, and then finally has to propel itself down to the finish line, which is 11 feet from the starting point. I think what this project does is it gives something for everyone, because in a typical course like the math and the physics that the students are also taking, if they're good at taking tests and those kinds of experiences, then those students are already doing well. So this helps students who are better at hands-on learning and have a lot of mechanical intuition, and so we like to explore all the different parts that it takes to become a good engineer, and this is one of the few experiences that they'll get early in their college career to decide if this is the right area for them. So I think while it may encourage some students more and discourage other students more, it winds up being a good balance with all of the other things that they learn in their regular coursework.
Making some of the parts was a lot of fun. It was interesting to figure out how to do this turning system.
Well, seeing as at this point yesterday we had completed the course about 3 times out of maybe 200 tries, I'm thinking we did pretty well here.
We were a little too far to the left and slow start.
Our first race, we did much. The race went perfectly. We were racing against one of the best cars.
We also have we got to use a blowtorch, which was very entertaining.
I think today's program went terrific. The students were really enthusiastic. They put a lot of work into it, and I'd say the majority of vehicles actually did some steering and really moved at least halfway down the course. So that was really gratifying.